Francis asked me a very loaded question from Red Paper, and I want to be explicit. I don't want to get out of this place and you follow me to office. Put your ears or put your cameras or put your machines here. I'm going to talk verbatim. And I fear no contradictions about what I'm going to say over this issue, which appeared in New Vision yesterday. NRM has recruited 200,000 cadres to help to strengthen Operation Wealth Creation. To the best of my recollection, the National Chairman's Office wrote to her a letter on 15th May indicating that this is what we are going to do. But she has written a letter on 24th May saying she does not know anything. Who is saying a lie? And lastly, who is the Secretary General to contradict the chairman of a party? Who is the Secretary General to go against SEC? Who is a Secretary General? Who appoints the Secretary General? The chairman of the party recommends the name of a Secretary General to SEC, and SEC endorses it. So if a chairman of a party has made a mistake, the Secretary General of a party does not go to the press. The Secretary General meets the president more often than me. She should instead go and discuss it with the press, the president, and say, by Musei, there's contradiction here, than running to the press. This is nonsense. And it must stop. The president is above all of us in the party are doing work on behalf of the president. The chairman of the party is the chief spokesperson, is the chief mobilizer of the party. I don't know whether they know politics of parties. If you are given a small coat, don't make it bigger. This is a nonsense. The Secretary General has failed to pay staff 5 months' salary, just staff, 20 people, 30 people. Now she's going on to criticizing the head of state. And you want Tanga Odoi to keep quiet? Am I paid by her? I'm paid by the party. Those simplicities should stop. I'm now talking as a member of SEC. And it is SEC which appoints Secretary General and a member of SEC. I'm having no contradictions and fear. The president is on the right course by recruiting 200,000 cadres to manage the parish model. I have no contradiction and I have no fear. And I'm not attacking anybody as an individual. I'm attacking the office of Secretary General. I didn't leave my job in Makerere to become a messy person here. That you keep quiet, everyone is quiet because Lumumba has talked, or Secretary General has talked. What is that position? Is it a person from Mars? Is it rocket science to be a Secretary General? Rubbish. Finally, is President Museveni on other campaigns? No. Affirmative, no. If affirmative is also in a no, let it be no. President Museveni is on national tour as president of Uganda. And when he's meeting people, the composition has councillors of all political shades. He says MPs of the region, all MPs. Councillors of the region, all councillors. Elders of the region, all elders, irrespective of political what? Shade. So President Museveni is doing what you voted him to do. He's fulfilling his mandate, which you gave him in 2016, with over 60%. And he's just doing the right thing. Early campaign is what we are warning. There's nowhere President Museveni has come up to say, vote me, in all these rallies. He only says, we need a livelihood. We need household which can actually stand the test of time. We need to get seeds near the people. We need to do this and the other. He is doing his mandate as president of Uganda. If anyone wants to campaign, follow the Public Management Order Act, or POMA. Someone asked me, I've said I elaborate how FDC is... Yes. No, we have no disagreement in NRM. Well, in NRM, our disagreements are handled in-house. I'm only very annoyed because it has been exposed in the press. If you differed with the chairman of the party, every Monday cabinet, the Secretary General attends. If there was an issue, the Secretary General is nearer the president. The Secretary General just knocks the State House gate, and she enters. So why would your letter have way in the press as a way of addressing an internal issue? We don't have internal issue. We only have people who don't know administration. If I'm one of them, I should also be blamed and corrected to follow the right lane. But for today, I'm saying what is in the press is attributed to the Secretary General, which is wrong. For avoidance of doubt, I'm making no contradiction. And I have no fear in saying what I've said, because it is in the press and no one has come to refute it. And you are right to ask whether we have a crisis, and I'm right to say there's no crisis. I was born in Kisoko and raised very well. I went to a very good primary school. Patrick of NTV, expound more as a political historian. Political party collapse starts with disagreement within the ranks. When the ranks and file of a political party cannot sit on one table to resolve something and it comes into the fore, that's a sign that that party is not okay. FDC has been grumbling with Mugisha Muntu. Even when he was president of, president of the party? They were saying he was a mole within the party, that he was an NRM mole, simply because he was saying, we don't need defiance. We need to organize structures. He was saying, we don't need to disturb the country with demonstrations. Any sober mind should know that after voting in one government, you cannot succeed by defying the other. Defiance has not gone far. So even by failing to critique their own ideology, that's a sign of a decline within the party. I'm now talking as an academic. I'm not just a paper tiger. And any of the FDC can take me to a discussion on this. If NRM has that division, you will not see it breeding another party, because the chairman will handle it. But if FDC can allow one of its top ranks to come up with a party which has now absorbed almost everybody from its ranks, do you tell me it's gaining strength? I think there's a sign of decline. 2016, defiance was declared. Up to 2018, the government of Museveni has not fallen. Why don't you change a method? You know, self-critic of a party means there's a problem. Everywhere you go, you are saying, fight. You form another government called People what? Is it People's Government? Within a government. What are you aiming at? They are trying to emulate the non-violence tactics of Indira Gandhi. But Indira Gandhi had Satyagraha as a policy. Where are they going? They can't go anywhere. Tony, the councillors are from the 35 councillors are from NEBI. How much money have you set aside for this election? The National Treasurer answers issues of money. You know, here we have roles. I answer elections, and any misgives of anywhere, and the National Treasurer answers money. I don't know how much money they will send here, but that's the area of the National Treasurer. I want to thank you very much, because I don't want to dilute what I've said, and I want to stand firm that I've said it when I'm sober, because I'm not a drunkard. Is NRM an enemy to itself? No. There are some individuals within NRM who want to become weavers. This is not the time to accept weavers when other parties are having weavers. This is a time to clean and say the truth. We don't want weavers in NRM. We are here to stay, and if you are tired, the bus moves and stops. You jump out of the bus, others jump in.